Have you ever discovered something and realized you already knew? Not consciously, not logically, but somewhere deep inside you kind of already knew. That's the energy that I am picking up here. Somebody's intuition, somebody's instincts has been sounding an alarm for a long time. And now it feels like the pieces of the puzzle is starting to come together. We're going to get into this energy. Welcome in, collective. I hope everybody is doing well, feeling well. This energy feels like betrayal, major betrayal. Okay. I have a reverse Queen of Wands who came out here first, right? It's given that this reverse Queen of Wands really wanted to take something away from someone in the collective. This could be your energy, this could be your life, this could be, your likeness, right? This could be the special things that make you you. It feels like this Queen of Wands wanted to step into someone else's shoes here, okay? Now, I'm going to show you what I have out here with this Queen of Wands. And I'm going to show you how the collective or someone in the collective has really overcome this energy by using your instincts. Your instincts knew something you didn't know. But what you did know is to trust your instincts, okay? To trust your intuition. We have the Queen of Wands in the first position in the reverse. Now, typically a lot of readers, we look at the Queen of Wands as a witch. Okay, whether in the upright or whether in the reverse, it's giving witchy vibes. In the reverse, it's giving dark witchy vibes. But we will see what comes out, because this doesn't necessarily have to be spell work, but it can definitely be. And you'll see what I mean as I go through the cards. Okay, so we have the Death card here. All right, in the second position coming out. This Queen of Wands definitely desired to bring an end to something for someone in the collective, okay? The goal here was to bring an end to either some aspect of your life or your life in general. Maybe into something you are very successful at, something that other people really love or like about you. Maybe this has to do with your popularity. Maybe this has to do with your likability. Maybe this has to do with your abundance, right? But the Queen of Wands definitely wanted to bring it in. Okay, now I don't know who this Queen of Wands is to you. You could be a mother, could be a sister, could be a sibling in general, could be a bestie, a ex-bestie, a co-worker. I don't know, supervisor, manager, whomever. All right. But this is somebody that's close to you, though, because the full energy feels definitely like not just deceit, but betrayal, because those two things are different. We have here the Seven of Swords. Okay. We have here the Seven of Swords. And so this person was operating in the shadows. All right. In the shadows, casting shadows around their energy, operating in a lower vibration, and they were trying to clearly betray someone, to bring an end to someone in the collective by betraying them. All right. Now, here we have, this is where the change comes in. Do you see the way that this mouse is like standing up to its predator? Okay. By all intents and purposes, this should not be happening. This card should not even be in the deck, because this here right here should not even be happening. But this mouse is finding the strength to stand up to its predator. You instinctively knew to step into a certain strength, right? That you needed to have a certain strength, and you access this strength about you that is now feeling like this Queen of Wands energy feels nervous. Okay, because again, this is someone that's close to you or was close to you. Okay. And so it feels like if you've gone into some sort of isolation, if you've gone into solitude, if you have distanced yourself, this Queen of Wands energy feels like, oh shit, do they know? That's what I'm picking up here. Oh shit, do they know? Because why aren't they answering my messages? Why aren't they calling me back? Why aren't they showing up to the gatherings? Why aren't they wanting to hang out anymore, right? Like, this Queen of Wands feels very nervous, very jittery. We also have the Lovers, and this is why I say if you are even still connected to them, because you clearly have separated yourself from this individual, okay, instinctively. Instinctively. We have the Hangman here. And this is where your separation is, you separating, you distancing yourself, is bringing something to someone else's awareness. Okay. And you distanced yourself because instinctively something came to your awareness. So now there is this nervous energy that I'm picking up here with this reverse Queen of Wands. We're going to tap into it and see exactly what's going on. Welcome in, everybody. I hope everyone is feeling well. Hope you've been enjoying your week thus far. I've been enjoying mine. And yeah, come on in, relax. Let's get into this energy and see exactly what it is Spirit wants you to know. I'm going to clarify this with the intuitive Kev Kipperish deck. And we're gonna break this open a little bit here. Clarify this Queen of Wands, Spirit. Give us the energy on this reverse Queen of Wands. So this is definitely somebody who is lower in vibration. All right, someone who is not healed, not healing, probably not trying to. Okay. Let's see here. Queen of Wands can't make it up. Right out the gate. Okay. South Node energy, somebody who is in lower vibration, may even have some sort of an entity attached to them that is working through them, okay? This could be a past life nemesis. This could be a past life arch enemy type energy that's decided this lifetime to show up into someone that is very close to you. More than likely, that's been the way it's been most lifetimes, right? This has always been somebody close to you trying to end something for you. This person is low vibrational. They're in their South Node, all right? Tell us more, Spirit. We have a priest here. Okay, so this person gives off the air of righteousness, the air of, could be religion, could be religious, somebody religious, you know what I'm saying? Somebody who is, saved, sanctified, and filled with the Holy Ghost. Okay, that's the way we would have called it back in the day. This could be somebody who gives off the air of like high and lifted up, like they've been saved by grace. They've been dipped in the blood. You know what I mean? They've been baptized in the righteousness of the Most High and the divine and Jesus and the Lord. But at the same time, they hella low vibrational. So there's a paradox here that doesn't make no sense. Okay. Tell us some more, Spirit. This is somebody that could be very religious. Okay. A Jezebel energy. Those three right there don't even go together. So this is somebody that's self-righteous. All right. Yeah, that's what that's given. This Queen of Wands is someone that is self-righteous. Okay, something is not truthful about their energy. Something is not truthful about the way they project themselves. Something is not truthful about none of it. All right? Clarify the Death card, Spirit. They tried to take something. They wanted to take something. Okay? They wanted to take something. Now, in the beginning, as I was sitting in the energy, I said, this possibly could be a destiny swap. It still can possibly be, because this could be your value, your divinity, your spiritual inheritance, your physical inheritance, right? Something they were supposed to gain off of bringing an in your life. Okay, so they definitely wanted to bring some sort of in. And with this owl here, it feels like this person thought that they were smarter than you. If you notice, the owl is carrying this mouse here, but you turned out to be this mouse. Okay, so it's like they thought that they could swiftly come in, swoop in, and take something from you without you even being the wiser. Here's the entity attachment, and here we have again the vibrations. Okay, both in the reverse. So let's see here. They thought they could come in and swoop in and take something from someone in the collective. That was the goal. That was what they wanted to do. We have unbothered. Came out in the reverse, hit the Jezebel card. This giving me that they thought that they could do it without you noticing, right? This person really is very self-righteous, very sanctimonious, very, it's given like they project one thing when really there's something totally different going on the inside of them. This is they had some sort of greed for something. There's something about you that they desired to have for themselves. Tell us more. Unbothered. Expectation, landing on the Jezebel again. They just knew this was going to work. They just knew that they would easily be able to snatch you up. I mean, the mouse is no match for the owl. I mean, the mouse could give the owl a hard time, because all that scurrying around and shit they do. But for the most part, because the owl's sight, right, it's really nowhere the mouse can hide where the owl will not be able to see it, because it can see it from such long distances. And then the hearing is ridiculous in the owl. So it feels like this person really thought they had the upper hand. They really thought they had the upper hand. Now, they had expectations that whatever this was about you, that they were coming in to take from you, that this was going to be an easy grab. It was going to be a grab and go. Like collective don't even know, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm out here talking about Jesus all the time. They don't even know I'm a whole witch. So I'm just going to be able to just take their whole destiny and everything, and they ain't going to be enough. But that's not how this played. That's not how this played out. Okay? So they had some sort of expectations. They did. They had some sort of expectations. Okay. Let's look at this Seven of Swords here, fam. They out here creeping. They on the creep. Let's see. Seven of Swords spirit. Ooh. Landed on the Queen of Wands, the whole row. Landed right on top of the South Node. Landed right on top of the priest and the Jezebel. We have the flying monkey. This is a low-lying enemy. This is somebody who is close to you. Could be a family member. Could be a friend. Could be somebody that you loved, you cared about, that has been standing right next to you as a whole fucking flying monkey. Right up under your nose. Creeping, betraying you. Is that what Jesus would do? I don't think so. You know what I mean? It's like, what did Jesus said in you? I don't know. What happened? Did you sit him down? Is he still on the cross? I don't know. What happened to the Jesus in you? Somebody right next to you is an enemy. Okay? Is an enemy. This flying monkey is someone who opposes you, someone who is an enemy towards you and shows up that way, right? Like, this be crazy here. Clarify the flying monkey. Transition. Told you. They wanted your life, is what they wanted. They wanted your life. This crazy. They wanted to swap out with you, is what I just heard clearly as day, because we have the death card out here already as the desired goal. Now with the Seven of Swords, we have the transition. That tells me that if you had have been unalived then this flying monkey enemy would have assumed whatever energy you would have left like behind, right? They wanted to swap with you. The whole betrayal, the whole deceit, the whole sneaking around looking like a ghastly shadow all damn day long while hollering Jesus, 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 Jesus is because they wanted to make a transition in their own life. They wanted to swap you out. Can't make it up. Okay? I don't know if this was, I can't, okay, Spirit, I heard you. I heard you. Now you're showing up here as this star seed with this abundant energy, okay? And the whole point was to swap out and cause some sort of emotional pain to the star seed with this here voodoo. The voodoo that you do, it's easy. Frontin' niggas give me heebie-jeebies. This is somebody who be fronting and shit. Okay? Could be a Gemini. Divinity of the earth angel. This is what they wanted from someone in the collective. This is the transition they were trying to make. They was trying to make a transition and switch out your energy for their energy or their energy for your energy. And they needed to get you out of the way in order to do so. Divine masculine. They wanted your divine masculine energy. Male or female. Okay, male or female. And to be honest, I'm picking up strong feminine energy. You are female. This person is a female. This is somebody that's closest to you. Your manifested divine masculine energy. Thank you, Spirit, for clarifying. This is not necessarily, but it can be. You can be a male, okay? But this is definitely your masculine energy, your divinity. This is what they wanted to swap out with you. Clarify the strength card. But you've shown great strength of heart here. I'm looking at the heart on this card. Okay? Instinctively, you did something different than, okay, your instincts kicked in. You picked up something here. But your instincts, you instinctively did something that is different than what was expected. Than what was expected. So depending on who this person is to you and the relationship you have with them, the distance that you have created between you and this person instinctively could be the different thing that you have done. Because they weren't expecting for you to be able to see or you to be able to pick up like that they are like too close for comfort energy. It's like, you cool or whatever, and I've been knowing you forever, like, because you my sister, or you my brother, or you my cousin, or you my nephew, or you my whoever the fuck, right? But it's something I need to distance myself. And that could be what you did instinctively that is different here. But whatever you did, it was something different than what you normally would do. Tell us more, Spirit. The strength card here. High honor. It showed up in the reverse. This is somebody that you used to respect, maybe somebody that you even admired, okay, in some sort of way. But you stop honoring a connection. You stop honoring a connection because you could feel the energy. You could feel the energy. Tell us more. High honor. You could feel the energy. You started picking up that this person was a karmic, and I told you it was a female. You started picking up in the energy that this person was absolutely karmic towards you. And you stopped honoring that energy. Yeah, we have karmic here. Now, I don't know who this karmic masculine is. This could be that this karmic person who was friends with you has a karmic masculine in their life somewhere. There's a karmic masculine in this karmic female's life. This could be the priest with this Queen of Wands. Okay, take a how it reverberates, because this priest and this Jezebel could be two different people. The Jezebel could be the Queen of Wands, and the priest could be another individual, a karmic masculine. They both in their south node, child. Clarify karma, ritual. Can't make it up. And it landed on the south node, in between the south node and the thief card, in between the Queen of Wands and the death card. They absolutely did some sort of spell work, all right? Some sort of ritual here to try to get somebody out of the way. They was trying to destiny swap with somebody else's divine masculine energy. The nerve. Trying to put your clothes on, honey. Can't even fit your shits. Either too tight or too big. Can't fit your clothes in the spirit, and try to change their own wardrobe with your wardrobe. You're showing up here as a whole high priestess. Maybe they weren't expecting that. Maybe they weren't expecting that. While they over here with whatever they got going on, with whatever spiritual system, religious system, fake, phony, you know what I'm saying, pretentious energy that they're tapping into, they thought that it would be okay for them to just be out here all phony like, because they thought that you was an easy target, and you out here as a whole high priestess. Oh, my Lord. So they did a ritual, and despite the ritual, you stood toe-to-toe with that energy, and you showed great strength. And this is when everything shifts. This right here is where everything shifts, because whatever the outcome was that they wanted, or that they did the ritual to get, which feels like they tried to get a destiny swap to take place, ain't none of that happened. You still alive and well. You still have your divine masculine with you. Ain't gonna be no changing of no wardrobes and no clothes and no you putting on my shoes and shit like that. You won't be walking around in my shit. Okay? Ain't none of that happening, right? The collective is still very much standing in their strength. And somebody is under judgment. You may have called judgment. We have faith here. In reverse. Okay, let's look at this Lovers, y'all. The Lovers card, Spirit. High Priestess, back out here. I love this. I love this. So, you instinctively moved away from someone. Okay, your third eye was catching some stuff, you know what I'm saying? Your intuition was picking up some things. You may have moved away. You may have moved away secretly. You may have not had really much to say. You just decided to start moving differently. Tell me more. Unexpected income. This is what they didn't expect. They knew you had divine masculine energy. They knew there was something divine about you. They thought you didn't know it. They thought you wasn't tapped in. They thought that you didn't know exactly the light, the radiance that you hold. Okay? The illumination that you hold. But you know, okay, exactly who you are. So you moved away instinctively because you knew someone was trying to take something from you. You could feel it. And the thing is, it's like, I don't know why folk try to be out here in this shadowy energy. Just because someone is spiritual, or just because they're a light holder, doesn't mean that they can't see your shadowy energy. Actually, it very much so means that they can see you. Okay? They can see you. So they wanted your divinity, not realizing, like, it's not going to be such an easy grab, because somebody in the collective is really tapped in out here. Yeah, access denied. Okay, access denied. Now, this person may have spoken to you or tried to reach out to you, and you have blocked access. This is where that nervous energy is coming in, because it's like, why, what's going on? Like, Does he know? Does she know? Energy. Clarify the Hangman. Please help. You might be aware that that this individual that is close to you is now in need of some sort of help. That they're going through some sort of judgment. We saw the courthouse card because you might have called judgment. So you know they're going through judgment. And you might not even specify who the judgment needed to fall on because you instinctively, remember, it's like you knew, but you didn't consciously and logically know, but you knew. So you may have just decided, you know what, let me just kind of go in solitude. Let me lock down. I feel the energy. I don't know where it's coming from. I got more than just one person around me. You know what I'm saying? I don't really know. And so you call judgment. Now you may be aware that this person is trying to reach out to you for some sort of help. Now they want to play nice. Now they want to act, see? They want to speak as if they're not jealous they were not jealous and envious of you. But you know that they are, okay? You know that they are. Surprise. This is the nervousness. This is the nervousness. Surprise. They're surprised that you know something. They're surprised that you were able to put it together. They're surprised and they're pissed, okay? Because they really thought you was crazy out here in these streets. Now this could be also them now. Falling off their rocker. Falling off their motherfucking rock. You understand what I'm saying? It's like, it's not so fun when the rabbit got the gun, you feel me? It's not so fun, right? Play with fire, get your ass burnt. You gonna get your ass burnt. Where's we going, spirit? So you separated yourself from this instinctively, and it has really protected you. Protected you. You just being willing to trust your instincts has protected you from some sort of destiny swap here. Yup, straight like that. Straight like that, honey. Okay. That's how you do that. Tell us more. Spirit say get the curiosity. I don't know why she's telling me to get this one, but we'll do that. What it is that the collective needs to know. Status symbol. What is it that the collective needs to know? Lies detected. A version of the truth was offered, but it's curated, calculated, or conveniently incomplete. So somebody may now want to come and say, you know, this is what it was, this is what it is, this is how I was feeling at that time. Now, whatever they come and want to say, it ain't going to be the truth. It's not going to be the truth. And you might be out here as a whole walking lie detector. Okay? You know when something ain't, that don't even sound right. They don't even sound right. Okay? Tell us more. That this person has some sort of a curated image. This could be them as this holy roller out here. All right? This could be them as, you know, having this air of this righteousness about them. You know what I'm saying? Like they in the church and they going to church and everything. And they got their Bibles and they going to choir rehearsal and stuff like that. You know what I mean? That doesn't have to be the case, but I'm just using that as an example. You know what I'm saying? But whatever the image is made up. It's curated. They're not really about like, you know, raising vibrations and elevation and evolving and growing and healing. And they're not really about righteousness, and they're not really about, you know, treating people the right way. But they talk a lot about it like they are. Okay. We have living large out here. This could be somebody who always, puts on this energy of like they got it. You know what I'm saying? I got the money, I got the bread, I can go do this, I can go do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. You know what I mean? It just feels very pretentious and very superficial, very shallow. Tell us more. But you was able to see through this hidden agenda. Not everyone's motives are obvious. This connection comes with fine print and a hidden clause. You were able to see clean through it. And the thing about this card is we don't know which one is deceiving the other one. Now he's smiling and he looking like he ready to go, jump in the bed or take it to the bathroom or whatever the case may be. But we don't know which one is the actual deceiver here. It would be so easy to say that the one with the straight face is the deceiver. He's the sneaky one because he looks sneaky. But maybe it's the smiling face one. That's the sneaky one. See? Yeah. Hidden agenda. They smiling in your face all the time. They want to take your place. Them backstabbers. Big break. They smiled in your face and they tried to take your place. All the time that they were smiling in your face, they were trying to take your place. Them backstabbers. That's what the song said, okay? This person smiled in your face and was hoping for a big break. Hoping that they would be able to walk through whatever door this is, whatever portal this is, that you are divinely provided to walk through. A major moment is brewing. This could be the launch, the offer, or the shout out that changes everything. What is this big break? Consequences. That's what it is. Chasing clout. This person felt locked out of something. They felt locked out of something. They felt locked out of, I don't know, stardom is what I just heard. They wanted stardom. Some sort of stardom. No more running. The karma is catching up and someone's being held accountable. Now, when you met this person, depending on how long you've known them, I mean, this could definitely be a family member, so you could have known them all your life, but there's something karmic about them, something that they may have in their Akashic records that is keeping them from being able to access their star energy. Okay, or this could actually be stardom in an earthly sense, like they wanted to be famous or they wanted to go viral or whatever the fuck, right? Chasing clout. They're addicted to attention and the thirst is starting to show. The spotlight's the goal, even if it means faking the whole storyline. Wow. They wanted some sort of stardom. They wanted your star power, your star seed. They wanted what belongs to you. Tell us more, Spirit. Test results. Test results. The guesswork is over. An answer is coming that will clarify everything. See, this is the moment where all of the pieces start coming together. Something is coming together to clarify or complicate it even more. But I feel clarify. Somebody failed a test, but at the same time, somebody passed it. Somebody failed and somebody passed. Tell me about the test results. Too many. Thank you. Numbing out. They say they got it under control, but the pattern is starting to show. When life gets heavy, their escape route is always chemical. They drink. They drink a lot too. They drink a lot too. Okay? I don't know. Somebody could end up taking like one of them side of the road sobriety tests, end up getting locked up. We have somebody here holding on to the prison bars. So somebody could actually be facing some consequences Give us more, Spirit. So it's what I'm picking up, like, you moved away and you called judgment on wherever the energy was coming from. Now, you could have known specifically who this was. You could have called judgment on the whole damn shindig, right? Called judgment on everybody involved. You understand what I'm saying? Or you could have not necessarily specifically known, but you could have just picked up the energy of betrayal, of somebody trying to drain your energy, trying to take your life. You could have actually experienced some things spiritually that indicated that somebody was trying to do death magic, right? And you called judgment on whoever and whatever it was. This is giving me that this individual, what they are going through is the clarification to you that they are the ones that did it, right? Because only you know, right? Like, only you know what you was instinctively picking up, and really only you know that you called judgment. Okay? It ain't like you walking around at the barbecue till I call judgment on all you niggas. It's not like that. It's like you quietly separated and you call judgment on whoever it is that was trying to take your divine light. Now, what they're experiencing, whether it's them getting pulled over, them being, getting a DUI, their life is kind of unraveling right before them, and you're getting wind of it. It's kind of giving like, okay. I knew my instincts was right. And you still might be mom's the word. You clearly don't have much to say. This person needs your help now. And you're still not talking, and they're shocked. And that is what's giving them the indication that you knew that it was them the whole time. Because maybe you used to would come to their rescue. Maybe this ain't their first DUI. Maybe you've had to bail them out a couple of times. Maybe you ain't answering the phone. No, sit your drunk ass in there until you sober up and go through the process. Whatever you got going on. I don't know what you got going on. I'm over here in the world of my high priestesshood. Okay? And it's not spiteful. It just is what it is, because this is some very diabolical, because this is betrayal. This is somebody that you were supposed to be able to see as a safe space. The very person standing closest to you is the person who literally tried to unalive you and step in your shoes. Come on now. Fantasy world. Head in the clouds, heart chasing fairy tales. The truth is getting lost in the sparkle. So they got caught up in their own little fantasy world. They thought they was somebody, I don't know what they thought. Right, the audacity. Boundaries were crossed, and the worst part, they acted like it was their right. Wow. See what I mean? See what I mean? But you fought back. You fought back. Oh, okay. You think you got a right to the collective's divine light? Yeah, you fought back. They weren't expecting that. Communication has collapsed. It's no longer about finding solution. It's about winning at all costs. Drama queen. Backstabbed and drama queen. They backstabbed you. But what I heard when I saw drama queen is somebody in the collective, from a spiritual perspective, you with the shits, and they wasn't expecting for you to pick up on this energy, and they wasn't expecting for you to stand in your own crown. They wasn't expecting for you to be able to see that this person was trying to backstab you, and for you to be with the shits to fight back, because they had the audacity to feel like whatever they wanted to take from you was their right to have. That it's their right to have your crown. It's their right to have your divine light. It's their right to have your energy. I love me a good fight back energy in the reading. I do. I really do love me a good fight back. I love it when I pick up at the collective. It's not laying down and just letting people just roll all over them because they out here with this whack ass magic. We have family feud here. Okay? Could be some money involved. All right? This could be about your physical inheritance as well as your divine inheritance. Some bridges have been burnt. This person burned a bridge here with you. And that's the way the cookie crumbled. Because they tried to play in your face like this. Tell us more, Spirit. Give us some alchemy of awareness, affirmation for the collective. Affirmation for the collective. They didn't think that they were running up against a whole spiritual warrior. They didn't. They didn't. You may have a very quiet demeanor about you. You may be very quiet. You may be very reserved, quiet as a church mouse. And since they like to play church, they thought it was going to be easy to just take something from you. But there's a whole goddess inside of somebody that's like, I don't know what you thought you was going to be able to do that at. Not here, not today, and not tomorrow neither. Ain't taking nothing from me. Alchemy of awareness, affirmations for the collective, Spirit. Thank you. Warm welcome. Warm welcome. You intuitively read between the lines, sensing what others feel but cannot voice. This skill happens so naturally, it's often invisible even to you, but it's a rare form of empathy and intelligence. Your presence helps others feel seen, heard, and less alone. Don't dismiss your ability to sense and know. It's a language all its own, and you are fluent in it. This is you mastering the energy of your intuition and your instincts. You can pick up the most subtle, like a serpent. So while they thought they were slithering around all big and bad, okay, you have this instinctive energy, this ability to pick up subtle information, subtle shifts in people's energy. They're saying one thing, but I felt something else right there. Why did I feel that? I heard what you said, but I heard what you didn't say. I heard in between the lines. I heard the little subliminal diss. But you're supposed to be my homegirl. I'm a play like I'm going to let it slide. And who knows how long you've been doing that, right? When the whole time instinctively you knew something. Okay, and this is why you were able to move with such precision, and this is why you were able to overcome this situation and get out of the energy of this situation and away from it, because you weren't as, like, it feels like you weren't as gullible as they thought you were. We have Sage Seeker here. True wisdom humbles itself. It softens the edges of the mind to let in challenging perspectives, knowing that insight often lives in unfamiliar places. When you dismiss others' perspectives or assume you already know, you stop listening. The door closes to deeper wisdom, stunning growth. Stay open. Let curiosity outshine ego, and watch your understanding deepen beyond anything your intellect alone could construct. Wow. I don't know who you are in the collective, but you definitely ain't nobody's fool. It feels like you allowed yourself to observe, right? You picked up the subtle digs, the subtle lies, half-truths, folks insulting you on the sly with a smile on their face. You picked it up, you saw it, but they thought you didn't. So they really did think that you were gullible out here and that you would be an easy target. But you're smarter than the average bear, I'll tell you that. Okay? You're smarter, you're definitely smarter than they are. All right? Because you're living in your authenticity. They're not. So how they thought that it was going to be able to outwit you, I'm not really understanding that. Hope floats. Hope floats. You expected more, believed in better, and now the sting of disappointment has you questioning it all. But don't let broken trust shatter your spirit. Not everyone will rise to meet you, but that doesn't mean no one will. Hold your standards, but don't harden your heart. The right connections will honor both. Keep believing. The ones who truly see you are still on their way. So, despite whoever this was, and it may be painful to know that this person would go to such great lengths to take something from you that don't belong to them. And based on their connection with you, they should have been celebrating you in this star energy, in this high vibration that you have. They should have been supporting you, but they wanted to take it. So, despite whoever this was, Spirit is saying to continue to know that divine connections are coming towards you. Divine connections are there for you. Continue to let yourself just release any disappointment, any, like, that whole sense of like you can't believe who this was or who it was that did it, or whatever the energy is that comes with the revelation that it was this person who I trusted, this person who said they loved me, this person who said that they would be there for me is the one who tried to take me out. Okay? Keep believing, Spirit says. There are people that are coming into your life, may have already shown up, that will honor both who you are and what you are to them. Okay? All right, collective, this has been the energy. Please jump in the comments. Let me know how the message reverberated for you. All right. Welcome. Thank you again to all of, I'm about to go back through the opener chat. Thank you to all of my returning subscribers, Soul Tribe, Starseed family. If you are a new viewer and this is your first time stopping by, click the subscribe button. Join the tribe, honey. All right. Would love to have you here. All right. Turn on your notification bell so you will know when I'm back with another message. If anybody is in need of a personal reading, my information is in the description. It'll take you to my website. Please make sure you go to the website that you scroll down and you will see a 2-step process. Okay. Please accomplish both of those steps so that I can make sure and you can get your reading back in a timely fashion. Okay. Please like, share, hype it up if you have one to spare, and I will see you guys on the next one. Peace, family.